today, are you waiting for approval from others to move forward in life? Are you waiting for approval? Are you waiting for someone to say, now it's time for you to move forward? Now it's time for you to go ahead. Now it's time for you to launch out into the deep. This is Coach Antonio Landis Thompson, and you're listening to Winners for Life Coaching Podcast, a place where you discover your success, your greatness, your purpose, your destiny, and become all what you were designed to be. Sit back and relax and let us go on a journey together of transformation. That is the coaching question that we are going to dive in today. Are you waiting for the approval of others? This is something that I had to get coached on. This is something that I had to get my mindset worked on. You see, let me encourage you. The day that you were born was the day that you got approved to become all what you were designed to be. And some of you, and it used to be me, we want to be validated by people to say, okay, I think now you can move forward. It's like putting on an outfit you want to put on. You love the outfit. It's a nice outfit. You brought the outfit, but you don't want to put the outfit on because you're thinking about what someone else is going to say, and you refuse to wear the outfit. Because you're seeking approval from others. You're seeking approval from others because you want to be accepted. Now, I want to ask you a question as a coach, as a life coach. Seeking approval from others, where did you think that mindset came from? I want you to think about that I want you to think about that. Where did that mindset come from? Where we want people to approve us. We want people to tap us on the back and we want to be validated. Where you think that mindset came from? I want you to pause for a second and think about that. Or when did you start looking for the approval? You see, you can be the most beautiful lady in the world, but if you don't think you're beautiful, then you're not going to be beautiful. Everyone else around you can think that you are beautiful, but if you don't think that you are beautiful, then you're not going to be beautiful in your eyes. You could be a great father, a great dad, a great husband, a great brother, a great co-worker. But if you don't think that, then you're not going to live that out. Now, I like to ask people, if you are seeking approval from somebody, I want you to think about this. If you are seeking approval for somebody, what happens if that individual never shows up in your life? If I had to get approval from someone to become a life coach, to become a speaker, to do what I love to do, to create content, to motivate people, to inspire people, if I was waiting for someone to approve me, imagine if that person never came. See, the danger of waiting for approval from somebody, that individual might never come in your life. And if that individual never come in your life, then you don't get the confirmation to move forward. That's the danger. But you don't need the approval of people, because once you get the approval of people, then you're going to be looking for more approval and more approval and more approval. And it never ends. Like even when I go on social media, I like to check my analyticals to see how the videos are doing, how my content is going, and I'm happy. I'm happy when I see I post something and it's going good. But there was a time when I would be like, wow, no one did anyone like the video that I shared? Did anyone share it? And you know what I start realizing? When I put something out in social media, I go and like it. I approve my own content because that's the confidence that I have in myself. And that's the confidence that I have in my craft that I'm doing. Like this week, I started going live on YouTube. I didn't know everything, but I said, let me just launch out into the deep. But I wasn't waiting for the approval for someone to launch out and become all what I was designed to be. What are you waiting on? There's so much potential inside of you. There's so much greatness inside of you. I see, we live in a society that we go to school from kindergarten. Then a lot of us, we go to school from, we might be homeschool. Then we go to school from grade 1 to grade 12. Some of us were fortunate where we can go to college or university to further our education. Some of us had that opportunity. But it wasn't the education that made you. And we go and we achieve these things. Some of us may have achieved our goals and we went up to the corporate ladder. And then people say, because you got a degree, now you have arrived. Because you live in a certain neighborhood. And what I realize is we become approval seekers. We want that validation. We want that confirmation. Now, here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with someone saying, I love your shirt. People tell me sometimes, I just love your energy. I love your positive vibes. I love a video you put out. I love some words of encouragement. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that. But I can't get caught up in that. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that whatever I am serving, if you serve a meal, you're happy when people eat the meal that you're serving, right? You're happy when people eat the meal that you're serving. But you can't get caught up into the likes. And there was a time when I would go on social media, I would see how much people like it, how much people like it, how much people like it. And I still have to remind myself, hey, Antonio, hey, Coach Antonio Landis Thompson, King Tones, hey, your purpose is to empower people to tap into and maximize their potential, discover their purpose, and become all what they were designed to be. You can't get caught up into the likes. So what are you waiting for? The approval. The day that you were born was the day that you got the approval to fulfill your purpose in life. I want you to think about this I want you to think about this and I want you to ponder on this. You probably can listen to this on the replay, listen to this over and over again. I want you to start to think, like I said, as a coaching question, where did that mindset come from? And why are you still waiting on the approval of others? Why are you still waiting? You see, I want to tell you who you are. That you are so special. That there are over 8 billion people in the world. Think about this. There are over 8 billion people in the world. And look at your fingerprint. You have at least 10 fingers. The average person have 10 fingers on their hands. But there's nobody in the world that has your fingerprint. Think about that. There's no one in the world that has your fingerprint. You see, if I commit a crime right now, I can fly 1,000 miles away and they still can track me to the crime because of my fingerprint. Because there's nobody in the world that has my fingerprint and there's nobody in the world that has your fingerprint. That means out of 8 billion people and I have 10 fingers, that there's no one that has my fingerprint and there's no one that has your fingerprint. That means that you are so special and unique. There's nobody like you. You were designed and created for a great purpose. You are the right color. You have the right accent. You have the right color eyes, the right nose, the right height. Everything about your makeup was perfectly put together so you could fulfill your purpose in life. And I never used to be like this. I used to, believe it or not, I wanted to wait for that approval. I knew I knew I had a gift to motivate people. I knew I had a gift to empower people. I knew I had a gift of communication. But for years and years and years, I was waiting for somebody to tap me on my, say, hey buddy, now it's time. But then the light came on and I realized, you know what? Year after year after year after year after year after year, I have this dream. I want to fulfill this dream, and I'm waiting for the perfect time. And I realize that the perfect time is now. I want to encourage you that the perfect time is now. The only person that needs to give you the approval, you. You have to give yourself that approval. You have to believe within yourself, and you have to develop that mindset that, you know what? This dream that I have, I could fulfill that. You see, I didn't have that mindset. I had to develop that mindset, because here's the thing that I realized. It deals a lot with your mindset. That's a whole nother session that we could get into, because our lives are truly a reflection of our mindset. Therefore, if we want the approval of others, right? If we want the approval of others, what happens is a mindset thing. But until this mindset shifts and change, then there will be actions behind that mind shift, and then you will start to walk it out. It was a mind thing, because I felt that someone had to give me the approval. What are you waiting on? What are you waiting on to launch out in the deep? You know that dream that you dream about? You know that dream that you dream about? See, me going live, I thought about this many years ago. Many years ago. And what happens is that when we have a dream and we're waiting on the approval of others, we start to say how much things will not work. Is it the right timing? Do I have enough money? Am I in the right country? Am I the right height? Am I the right color? And next thing you know, we talk ourselves out of going after our dreams in life. Thank you for everybody who coming in. I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming in. I'm so grateful for you coming in. You can share this clip and send a link to your other friends, whether you're listening on the replay or you right in the room right now. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much. But this is what I was thinking about today, that a lot of us, we don't move forward in life because we're still seeking that approval. We're still seeking that approval. And the danger of that approval, like I said, if that individual never shows up in your life to give you the approval, then you will never tap into your potential and become all what you were designed to be. You are success. You are greatness. You are purpose. You are destiny. Whatever you experience in your life, and we all have a past, and we all have things in our lives that we have experienced or been a part of that we're not pleased to say that we are part of it. But the past is the past. There's such a bright future for you. So today, I want to encourage you, if before you go to bed tonight, to some of you might be listening to this and it still might be night. Some of you it might be in the morning or the middle of the day. As a coach, I want this is what I want you to do. I want you, before you go to bed tonight, I want you to take out a paper, take out a pen, and I want you to start writing down all the things and the attributes that you see that you have. Everything. Start writing things that you're good of. Start writing those dreams. I want you to start writing that dream down again. That you know that dream, those books that you hide and you put all of that away from everybody. I want you to get those dreams out and start looking at those dreams. For years and years and years and years, I was waiting for the perfect timing and I was waiting on the approval. And guess what? The approval never came. The approval came when I started to look within myself and realize that greatness that was inside of me. When I started to tap inside the potential that is inside of me. When I started to change my mindset, there was a mind shift. And because of that mind shift, I was able to step out into the deep and go after my purpose in life. Thank you for coming in. This is Coach Antonio Landis Thompson, King Tunes, giving you some motivation and some inspiration. And you listening to Winners for Life Coaching Podcast, a place where you discover your success, your greatness, your purpose, and become all what you were designed to be. These podcasts that I do on YouTube are live. You can go to my website, AntonioLandisThompson.com, AntonioLandisThompson.com, and you can get all over 50 podcasts that you could choose from. And I encourage you, share this clip with you. Go to my channel, follow my podcast, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and help me spread. Let's continue to build this community of success, greatness, purpose, and destiny. I want you to know that after today, you don't have to seek approval from nobody, because out of 8 billion people in the world, there's no one that have your fingerprint. I love you. Have a great day. Remember, the best and the greatest day in the world to be alive is today. I love you. Blessings.